2025, and today we take on the team at the foot of the table. But before we get into this one, did you catch what happened last weekend?
Had to make money on the strip. I can't let them do me how they did me as a kid. I know there's money in the kid. I can't let them do me how they did me as a kid. She's independent, wanna spend my money on her. Said I shouldn't.
14 goals now for the season for Danny Ogunleye.
If you saw my face, just know I scored.
Yeah, making money off a phone, I was 16. Broke, but I never was a miskin. On a block, I was listening to Mitski. Yeah, roll another blunt, scheming for the funds, yeah. Sell the keys, what they want. Cop a baddie, what she wants, what you want. Making money off a phone, I was 16. Had no dad, but I never was a miskin. Tryna come up off the roads on my own too, I never had her. She said she grew up all alone, I know. She's independent, wanna spend my money. She's independent, wanna spend my money on her. Said I shouldn't.
There ain't nobody like Kaimani.
It's a massive afternoon for us as we look to tighten our grip on second place. But this won't be straightforward. We're up against the Potters Bar side with a new manager, new faces and everything to fight for as they battle to avoid relegation. They're desperate for points, but we've got our own objectives and the lads know total focus is needed to get the job done here today. It's second versus 22nd, so much on the line for both sides. So for one final time in 2025, let's see who Keith has sent out to battle here at the arena. Keith is forced into one change this afternoon, with Louis Johnson coming in for the injured YM Reid. So the full lineup reads as follows. In goal, we have Melvin Minter, a back four of Andy Freeman, Matt Cripps, Ethan Kaiser and Max Hudson. Montel Adjiman, Alejandro Machado and Louis Johnson are in the midfield, while Jesse Olukolu and Kaimani Thomas partner Danny Ogunleye up front. On the substitutes today is Ramel Aarons-Royal, Bennis Vavadar, Reece Webber, Charlie Edwards and Charlie Hughes. Let's take a look at how Potters Bar line up this afternoon. Josh Chattel is in goal. It's a back four of Dylan Ajay Hersey, Jax Kofumu, William Aduwa and captain Cole Pekawa. Robert Howard and Joe Ray are in the midfield. Damare Anyadike and Nanakai are on the wings, with Femi Akinwande and Leon Maguire up front.
Good afternoon and a big warm welcome to the Brentwood Centre Arena for the last game before the Christmas period begins. It's second place Brentwood Town against rock bottom Potters Bar Town. Potters Bar Town today under the guidance of assistant manager ex-Sheffield Wednesday right back Ian Hendon. I am joined in the commentary box today by young Matthew Trevelyan.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Steve.
Says Matthew, I'm really looking forward to this. It should be a great game of football as that's launched forward by Kapakwa.
Brentwood are finding their feet here.
Ajimang. Oh, it's a nice ball to Louis Johnson. Johnson through to Danny Ogunleye. Finds Olukolu. Pulled across. Johnson. Ajimang. Ajimang with a strike. It's over the bar. Good football from Brentwood Town.
Nice team move there. They're starting to grow into this game a bit and take a bit of control.
Bedford Town done really well. It's clipped into the mix. So it's going to find the head of Aduwa. Pulled back in, flicks across, and Brentwood Town and over the bar. Bit of a scare there for Brentwood Town. The first real chance for the Scholars. Hudson up against Kai. Okay, just trying to flick it over the head, and Hudson deals with it. Finds Thomas. Cleared away by Thomas, looking for Danny Ogunleye.
Well defended by Hudson, it was.
It was very well done. Reed doesn't want to put Aduwa under pressure there. Scholars might have just caused a mess at the back. Ogunleye finds Jesse Olukolu. Johnson to strike it and wide.
He can hit them from there.
Potters Bar just made it a tad difficult for themselves there. That's where you don't want to get caught out against Brentwood Town. Thomas. Looking for Johnson. Johnson picks up edge of a penalty area. Kinnear under control. Tries going back right foot. Finds Olakolu. Olakolu strikes. Good save. Still not over yet. Thomas. Went out for a goal kick. Not a bad save, that.
That was a very, very good save. Good way to introduce yourself with the first shot on target for Brentwood Town.
There's a young goalkeeper. He's got to have something about him. He was at Derby County. I think it was Tooting and Mitcham, what was said before. So he's not a bad. He's got to have had something about him to have been at Derby County. So that's a really, really good save. Kepekoa with his throw-in. And away by Freeman. Ray, little look up, chips onto that far post. The header comes in just past the post. I tell you, so that was a not bad ball from Joe Ray. And the header coming from Ajay Hersey. It's going to be a free kick. And an half decent position this for Potter's Bar Town. Kepekoa. Real good position this for the Scholars. Kepekoa strikes it, always rising. Not a bad effort from the centre half. Ajimang. Hudson.
I think that chance for AKINWANDE was the best we've seen of the game so far.
Organ late. Pass cuts out, he's back with the Brentwood Town hit man, slips it through to Thomas. Thomas to pull the trigger, looking for that far corner, just over the bar. From Kaimani, Thomas.
I did not expect that to float off the roof of the net when it went over the top.
It's not a bad effort from Kaimani.
Very well to curl that close to the target.
He's having a very good season, isn't he? He's a very, very good footballer.
Been one of the very good signings for Brentwood Town. There's been a lot of them.
Pulled across to Organ late. Thomas. Machado flicked in and cleared away. Johnson looking for Freeman. That's a nice header from Freeman to find Jesse Olakolu. Really good header from Andy Freeman. Pulled him. Olakolu almost caught Chattel out.
Don't think he was expecting that.
No, I don't think he was.
AKINWANDE, another one. Only 2 appearances for him as well. Very recent signing. Lovejoy only 5. Seem to have a good understanding though.
Definitely. Cripps looking for Olakolu. Can he get the march on? Kipakwa. Johnson. Looks like the hamstring of Willie Madua in the penalty area.
He's in some pain.
Johnson to pull it. Good save onto the post. Great save by Josh Chattel. And this is not good for Willie Madua.
Yeah, you could just see him holding it. I think he knew straight away he's pulled it, which is the last thing that Potter's Bar will want.
Cripps. Olakolu. Still Olakolu. Finds Machado. Machado, can he take that little look up? First time ball pulled across. Thomas cleared away. Johnson gets the shot. Saved by Chattel.
It's another good save from Chattel. Not the most powerful shot, but it was very well placed into that bottom left-hand corner.
Ajimang. Hudson. Cripps. Olakolu. Going at Krecker. And Olakolu find the cross. Dinks it across. Header surely comes in. Oh, good defending. It's going to be a foul, but it's really, really good defending from Dylan Ajay Hersey.
That is a superb clearance off the line. I mean, the crossing from Olakolu was,
brilliant.
Again, probably one of the best crosses we've seen in this game, but it's well seen out. No chance to come on in terms of getting there with defending like that.
I thought that was just going to be a knock-in for Kaimani. That's really good defending, but what a beautiful ball that was from Jesse Olakolu. Ajimang finds Hudson. Hudson into the mixer, dealt with again. I have a very, very impressive Kepekwa. There could be a break on here now with Nanakaye. Tony Lovejoy up with him. His men streaming forward. Nanakaye, little step over. Can he cut inside? Can cut inside. Leaves it to AKINWANDE and over the bar. Good chance for Potter's Bar.
I do wonder if Nana Kiai could have been a bit more selfish there and got at that himself, because he had a very good angle for the shot.
I totally agree, Matt. I thought he was just going to pull that onto his left and have a dig. Johnson, Hogan Lee. Can Brentwood Town knock right on half time? Olakolu cuts inside, still Olakolu. Can he get the shot away? Pulled across Machado. Oh, just past the upright. I thought that was it for Brentwood Town.
That looked like an unbelievable save to me, and I think it was, because it's gone out for a corner.
That's a fantastic save. That's a fantastic save.
Got to be save of the match, that. I mean, he's come up with some big stops already, but to deny Machado from that distance.
I thought that was it. I thought that was the opening goal. Good save again from Josh Chattel.
Looks a very promising young keeper.
Fantastic. And that's half time. It's Brentwood Town 0, Potters Bar Town 0.
Entertaining first half so far. I think there's been lots and lots of chances either way.
Half-time here at the arena, but before the second half gets underway, here's a little bit of club news that you should know. Firstly, we're on the road for the final game of the year against Welling United on Saturday the 27th of December. Further details will be shared on our social media channels, and there's limited availability on the supporters coach. Book your space on the supporters coach with limited seats. Make sure you click the link in the description to save your space. Looking into the new year, we have 2 upcoming home games, with the first against Cray Wanderers on January 3rd, followed by Dulwich Hamlet coming to the arena on January 24th. It'll be a demanding 2 weeks for the Blues as we look to get maximum points, so we will need your support. Get down to the arena, support the Blues, and make sure you get your tickets early to avoid disappointment. We also sat down with our manager Keith Rowland for a mid-season review, so if you haven't watched it yet, you can watch it now on Brentwood Town TV, or you can click the link in the description. Finally, we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, so if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like, and leave a share. Your support really does mean a lot to us, and we really appreciate your support. Now let's get into the action for the second half.
Sam, don't want to get caught out here. Freeman across to Kaiser.
They've done well to bypass the press there.
Ajimang. Johnson. Olakolu showing that pace to go past Krecker, pulled across. Scoring! Oh, Brentwood Town take the lead! Alejandro Machado!
What a great team move that was. I think it was Jesse Olakolu running down the wing, superb ball in, just perfectly for the feet of Machado.
And we're saying Brentwood Town had to be patient, that the goals come in the form of the Spaniard. Alejandro Machado just side foots it home. Brentwood Town 1, Potters Bar 0.
5th goal of the season for Machado as well. Seeing as he wasn't there from the start, I mean, it's a very impressive return so far.
As you say, how well did Jesse Olakolu do there?
Oh, he's always been superb on the wing. The pace he's got, used it well there.
Done very, very well. Brentwood Town have that all-important goal.
This changes the game. I think that goal is going to force Potters Bar to come out a bit more.
Hudson. Johnson. Just a little look up. Machado open on that far side. Ajimang. Looking for Danny Ogunleye over the top. Starting to fall to Jesse Olakolu. Olakolu for 2. Good save. It's going to fall. They're tapping for Danny Ogunleye. Good goalkeeping again. Brilliant, brilliant goalkeeping.
How has that not crossed the line? That is unbelievable from Chattel.
That's great goalkeeping. I thought Danny was just going to knock that in. I thought Danny Ogunleye there. Lobjoy. Kapekawa. Hughes goes to the little chip. Wide from Charlie Hughes. It's a chance.
Not far away, considering where he shot from.
And Jay Hersey just had a little look up. There's Annie Adike. It's out by Machado. Might fall to Lobjoy. Lobjoy might have a go. It's a post. Liam Lobjoy. And here DK just pressuring Hudson. Mind. Vavedar. Still Vavedar. Machado. Machado has a strike. Saved by Chattel.
Lots of power behind that.
It's back with the Scholars. Ania DK. All the cross comes off Kaiser. My draw and over the board. That's a massive chance.
He will be disappointed with that effort. That was such a good chance. It fell to him perfectly on the edge of the
Declan
box.
Phillips, a substitute.
I think if Potter's Bar managed to find an equaliser, Brentwood will be quite disappointed because they've had the chances to wrap up the game.
They have.
Just haven't taken them.
Phillips. Flicks the Hughes, finds Vavedar. They may take the chance now. Bennis Vavedar composes himself. Vavedar! Oh, no! Past the post.
I thought that was heading right for the bottom corner.
Brentwood Town can't seal it. And Potter's Bar Town are still alive. Ajay Hersey under pressure from Machado. All the way back to Chattel. Is that too short? And he's just under pressure there from Hughes.
Brentwood are pushing for another one.
Hughes. Pulled across Brentwood. Oh, Danny Ogunleye can't connect. And Brentwood Town cannot find that killer goal.
If there's anyone you'd want sliding in for that, it would have been Danny Ogunleye.
And here DK.
Not taking any risks, leaving 3 players back.
Hudson, it's a short one with Danny Ogunleye. Vavedar. Hudson to strike it, saved by Chattel again.
And that's one right off the training ground.
Oh, there's a little shove there. By Chattel. I didn't quite see time added on.
Would be a massive 3 points to drop with Chatham Jam breathing down their necks in third.
Krecker. How's that going to drop? Might drop to Phillips. Oh, and I thought that was just creeping in.
That's an unbelievable save from Melvin Minter.
What a save.
Wrong-footed him slightly, but he managed to recover it.
It was a substitute. Phillips with the strike. Johnson. Hughes. And that's it. Brentwood Town are joyful and triumphant as they step into Christmas with 3 massive points against a very, very well-drilled and hard-working Potter's Bar side.
That was not easy for them today. I mean, Potter's Bar made them work for it. They had chances, obviously, at the other end. Could have equalled it up, but Brentwood also had the chances to win the game and weren't able to take them. I think, 1-0 is probably a fair result.
Yeah, I think Brentwood Town, they've had the better of the chances.
Scouts, 1-0 win here against Potter's Bar. Important 3 points, a clean sheet, but considering everyone else around us won today, that's a heck of an important win today.
Yeah, that's what Gaffer said in there at full time. It's a big 3 points because everyone in the sort of top 6 won. And yeah, a couple of clean sheets in a row, I think that is. Listen, it wasn't probably a great sceptical, but in all honesty, I think it should have probably been at least 2 or 3 there. It's keepers made some great saves. We missed some sitters, but at the end of the day, we've won the 3 points, and that's what we came to do.
And I think, Scouts, it'll be one of those games, when you look back at the end of the season, that's an important 3 points, just considering you're up against a side who are struggling at the bottom and desperate to get any point they can.
Yeah, I mean, we went and watched them Tuesday night, and they're a strong side, quite physical, quite direct, and we knew it'd be sort of a stuffy game. But it's playing the teams down the bottom and fighting for their lives. It's a lot more difficult to break down, and perhaps the teams sort of in the middle reach where they're not that fussed. They can win or lose, and they just turn up and go for it. Whereas these sides they're sitting everyone behind the ball and making it difficult to break down. And you've got to be patient. But yeah, we got the 3 points, and we go into Christmas in second. And yeah, we're in a really good spot.
I'm just telling you, we were forced into a change, and Fremont's gone right back today. Ryan Reed's injured. Then it's sort of update you can give the fans on Ryan?
Ryan's broken his finger, or fractured his finger, but they've put it's not like they suppose used to do and put a little stint and tape the two fingers together. It looks like he's broke his whole arm, the amount of padding they've put on it. So I think he's going to have that on for a few weeks. So yeah, we thought it mightn't be as bad as it was, but seeing him today, I'm not sure. It could be 4 or 5 weeks. So yeah, we'll assess it again in a week's time and see what's happening. I think he's got to go back to see him. So yeah, that's all I can tell you for now.
And obviously Louis, a full 90 minutes today. Was that always the plan for him, or was it just one of those games where you couldn't really get him off?
Yeah, that's exactly that. We were trying to get him off after about an hour because we didn't want to throw him in 90 minutes first time in a couple of months, you know. So, but the game ended up going from end to end the last 10 minutes, and he looked pretty fit. So, although we were trying to get him off, I think we needed the second goal to do that. And where it stayed at 1, we thought best to keep him on there because he was putting a hell of a shift in.
Obviously, finally next weekend after Christmas away at Reading United is another game where we're up against a side who are struggling in that relegation zone. So it's going to be a scrap, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've literally just come off the phone and I think they've conceded in like the 100th minute to lose 1-0 today. But they'd won a couple of games before that, so they were on the up a little bit. Obviously, new manager gone in, a lot turnover of players, and going to their place the day after Boxing Day it's not going to be nice, and they'll be right up for it. But as I say, we're in a good spot. We're a good side, and we can go there full of confidence and see where we are come day after Boxing Day.
Louis, 1-0 win here against Potters Bar. A difficult game, a game we've had to grind out a result in, but how did you find it out there?
Yeah, it was good, you know. Obviously, we knew what they was going to do. It was going to be a hard game. They was going to start quick and be aggressive. So we always knew that after the 20-minute mark, we would obviously come out and play more football and be able to obviously show what we're about. But obviously, we could have scored 5 or 6. It was one of them games, you know. Like the keeper was probably man of match. He was unbelievable. I don't know how he saves a lot of the shots, but to come away with the 3 points, that's the main thing, and to dig out, getting another clean sheet as well. So that's what it's about.
That's your first start since the Reading United game back in October.
Yeah.
490 as well. Obviously, you came off the bench against Hashtag. So, how are you feeling after a full game today?
Yeah, I mean, 2 months has been a long time, especially obviously with it being a jaw injury. I knew I could play football. I felt fine in that, but obviously to actually get my first start after 2 months, it was good. I'm happy to be back out there. Felt fit as well, so just happy to obviously help the team out and get a win as well. So,
and obviously, like I say, it's been 2 months. How's the recovery been for you, and what have you had to go through to get yourself back?
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. It's really been tough. Obviously, with the jaw and that, not being able to eat solid food and that, so I've been on soft food. Not even allowed to like work out and stuff. Not allowed to go gym, run and stuff. So it's been hard, but obviously just trust the process. And I knew that once I get back, I'd be back sharp. And obviously, I've been doing non-contact training for a while now, so it's just made me want to come back and play as much as possible again. So felt sharp out there as well today. So that's the main thing. So now we just build on it.
I said to Scouts earlier that everyone else around us today won. Mm-hmm. So it was so important that doesn't matter how we won, that we also got the maximum points as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these games in this league, you can play anyone and you can come away with a win or a loss. You never know. It's literally on the day. So to get the 3 points is the main thing. Obviously, this period is obviously a tough one with loads of games coming up, and we just got to keep getting the 3 points, and then we see where we are, and then come the end of the season, if it's playoffs or we get up there, then that's the main thing. So yeah, but happy to get the 3 points. That's the main thing.
And it's finally next weekend away at Reading United. It's been a month of where we've been playing sides in and around that sort of bottom area of the table.
Yeah.
So they lost today to like 102nd minute winner. So they're going to be fired up and want to win their last home game in front of their home crowd, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. Obviously today Potters Bar were down there as well, so we knew that I was going to be hungry and would do anything for the 3 points. And obviously when we're up there, we're expected to beat these types of teams. So as long as we keep winning, that's the main thing. And obviously we try get as much points as possible and just keep the momentum up. So yeah, happy.
That's full time here at the arena, and it finishes here. Brentwood Town 1, Potters Bar Town 0. A hard fought contest this afternoon, and one that Brentwood arguably should have put to bed in the second half. The Blues created a host of chances after the break, but with the scoreline stuck at 1-0, Potters Bar always remained in the contest. The visitors nearly snatched a late equaliser, but it wasn't to be, and Brentwood held firm to secure a crucial 3 points. Let's take a look at the league table. Brentwood Town remained second, with today's win proving vital as the teams around them also picked up victories. Potters Bar stay bottom, 13 points from safety, but can take encouragement from a determined and hard-working display. A huge thank you to everyone who came down to the arena today. Your support is always appreciated, and thank you to those at home for watching too. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of Brentwood Town action this season. We'll see you back at the arena in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas, and come on you Blues.